Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Garchasite with the evening news. The headlines. 7th session of 14 Nagaland Legislative Assembly adjourned, sine die. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio suggests setting up committee to review defunct Tuli Paper Mill. Deputy Chief Minister Patton assures efforts to protect people residing in disputed area belt. And MLA Dr. Tseilhoutuo Rhutso recommends replacing advanced and backward tribes with General and Reservation Categories. Now the news in detail. The 7th session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly NLA was adjourned sine die, marking the conclusion of its two-day sitting. During the session, various issues concerning the state, including unemployment and the safeguarding of the rights of indigenous communities, were discussed. Two government bills, the Nagaland State Finance Commission Bill 2025 and the Nagaland Floodplain Zoning Bill 2025, were passed. Several reports, including those from assembly committees, administrative reports and rules, were also tabled in the House. NLA Speaker Sharingain Longkuma expressed his appreciation for all members regardless of political affiliation for their interest and enthusiasm in participating in discussions on topics of vital importance to the state.
I would also like to express my profound gratitude to all sections of the House for extending full cooperation to the Chair in conducting the business of the House. I wish and hope that we all will continue to preserve this tradition and the upholding of democratic values through healthy deliberation. Since there are no other business before the House, I adjourn the 7th session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, sine die.
Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio today suggested in the State Assembly that a committee should be set up to review the long-standing issues surrounding the defunct Tuli Paper Mill. Responding to a question raised by MLA Dr. on the last day of the Assembly session, Mr. Rio said the committee would be given a specific time frame to submit its report. The Chief Minister acknowledged the challenges faced by the state in managing large industrial undertakings, citing lack of expertise and technical resources. He expressed regret over the failure of Hindustan Paper Corporation Limited (HPCL), a Government of India undertaking that had owned 96.49% of the Nagaland Pulp and Paper Company Limited (NPPCL), while Nagaland owned only 3.51%. Mr. Rio criticized HPCL for failing to resolve the problems and instead opting for an auction of the mill on 7th November 2023, which resulted in its transfer to MS3A Capital Services Limited, a Mumbai-based private company. He noted that despite a directive from the Bombay High Court for the transfer, no agreement has been signed between the government and the 3A company to date.
We should take up a complaint and take up cases against the Hindustan Paper Corporations Limited, whom the state government trusted, and hand over all the land and the raw materials in that area.
Meanwhile, MLA Dr. also urged the state government to intervene on clearing the long-pending salaries of paper mill workers. Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Home Patton has assured that the Nagaland government is taking all necessary steps to protect the interest of the state and its people, particularly those residing in the disputed area belt (DAB) and in districts bordering Assam. Delivering a statement on the eviction of illegal immigrants at the DAB on the last day of the Assembly session today, he affirmed that the state government is actively monitoring and pursuing all matters related to the eviction drives initiated by the Assam government in the DAB areas, along with other ongoing border issues. Mr. Patton further informed the House that the State Cabinet has decided to send a formal communication to the Union Home Minister regarding the continued presence of Assam police forces in the DAB, which is contrary to the provisions of the 1972 interim agreement between the governments of Nagaland and Assam.
It is to be mentioned that after 1972 agreement, Assam government has established another 34 members of permanent police force in the disputed area belt. Now, the total number of Assam police force has come up to 45, while the state government of Nagaland has withdrawn all its 5 police forces which were established prior to 1972.
The Home Minister also said that the Cabinet has in principle approved the setting up of a special border response force comprising personnel from the Border Affairs Department, Police and Forest Department to enable quick and coordinated responses to any border issues that may arise in the affected areas. Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister Patton has informed that data from the 2027 census will be used for the state's delimitation exercise scheduled in 2028. Responding to a query by MLA Tseilhoutuo on the preparations for the upcoming census, Mr. Patton said the Home Department has been designated as the nodal department, while administrative boundaries will be frozen from January 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027. He noted that a state-level coordination committee chaired by the Chief Secretary has been set up to supervise the process. Mr. Patton added that census officers and functionaries will be appointed between December 2025 and February 2026. This is Akashvani Kohima giving you the news. For quick news update, follow us on our X handles AIR News Alerts and AIR_Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Welcome back. You are listening to the evening news. MLA Dr. Tseilhoutuo Rhutso has recommended reforms in the state's reservation policy, suggesting that the society stop using the term advanced tribes and backward tribes. Speaking during the 0 hour on the floor of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly session today, Dr. Rhutso suggested using the term General Category GC and Reservation Category RC. He further suggested that the state government should come out with criteria for division between GC and RC based on the economic and social status rather than tribe. The MLA stated that if RC and GC system is not agreeable, the job or technical vacancies may be divided on a 50-50 basis. He also raised concern over reservation when it comes to professional services such as doctors, engineers and ITs. Dr. Rhutso said the people need the best qualified professionals who are reliable and are government's assets.
We all know the target visit Nagaland or visit Bharat by 2047. The disparity in the percentage or the number of employees between the haves and the have-nots is huge now. But the imbalance in the number of employees will reduce with retirement, and with 50-50 general category and reserve category system, it will bring equality in the next 22 years to make Nagaland.
Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio today reiterated the state's commitment to protecting indigenous identity, reviewing reservation policies and enforcing the Inner Line Permit ILP. Delivering his concluding remarks on safeguarding the right indigenous communities in the last day of the Assembly session, the Chief Minister emphasized on preserving Naga identity rooted in history from resistance against the British to constitutional safeguards under Article 371A. Mr. Rio also underscored that village councils remain the competent authority for verifying indigenous claims and warned of criminal consequences for false certifications. The Chief Minister stressed that while all Indian citizens are welcome to work or reside temporarily in the state under proper permits, land ownership and certain civic privileges remain exclusive to indigenous inhabitants as per long-standing laws and traditions. Regarding the reservation policy, he acknowledged concerns from various tribal groups about inequities in representation and access. The Leader of House further outlined the upcoming census exercise in 2026-27, urging all civil society groups, churches and local bodies to collaborate for accurate enumeration, citing it as critical for future policy decisions. Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change C.L. John has announced plans for creating a dedicated project fund to compensate individuals and communities affected by human-elephant conflicts. Responding to a supplementary question from MLA Achumbe during the Assembly session today, the Minister said the proposed elephant-human conflicts mitigation fund is part of efforts to mitigate the growing threat of wild elephant attacks. He added that a wildlife division is also proposed to be set up at Adoyang to address the issue in the area. Mr. John also highlighted awareness activities and post-damage support measures. Meanwhile, MLA Dwenga Sep urged the minister to include affected villages in Tseilhoutuo district under the ongoing initiatives. And now, to end the news, here are the main points once again. 7th session of 14 Nagaland Legislative Assembly adjourned, sine die. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio suggests setting up committee to review defunct Tuli Paper Mill. Deputy Chief Minister Patton assures efforts to protect people residing in disputed area belt. And MLA Dr. Tseilhoutuo Rhutso recommends replacing advanced and backward tribes with general and reservation categories. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. We will be back with the morning English news at 7:30 tomorrow. Good night.